All right. You're gonna learn today.
What's up, YouTube? So when this job came in, I just jumped right into it. I forgot to record an intro. So let me just say a couple of things right now, and then we're going to get right into working. Now, what I am doing today, I am changing the Shift Solenoid pack, right? That's what this is. Hold on. And this is the new one, YouTube. This is the new one. Now the numbers here do match the numbers here. Okay, so this is the new one I got in. I will leave a link below in the comment section of where you guys can get one of these. So basically what happened, give you a quick rundown, put this away. Basically what happened is she was driving it, and especially when she got on the highway or the parkway, it kept throwing codes for the transmission. The shifting was way off. Sometimes it'd be fine when she first pulled off. Sometimes it would act like it's in limp mode. Sometimes it would just slip between the gears. It was all kind of things associated with shifting. So a whole bunch of codes came up, P0700, a couple of codes like that, all transmission codes. So this is what we're changing. It is a common problem on these transmissions, is the Shift Solenoid pack. Also, this is the whole valve body. Now you do have to remove the valve body out because this is up inside the transmission. Now I am going to do a quick 5-minute video on the tips that's very important to help remove this out of here. Now I'm going to post it at the end of this video, so when you see the little video pop up at the end, that is going to show you how to remove this from the transmission, because a lot of people have trouble getting it out. I had trouble getting it out. It wasn't until I got it out until I understand what the problem was. So I'm going to show you guys that in the next video. Now, with this particular job, it is a pain. This plug is on the passenger side. That's the driver's side. Depending on which vehicle you have, the exhaust runs down this side. You guys are going to see. I'm going to show you all of that. The thing I want you guys to understand is the fluid. Now, if you can get the Mopar ATF plus 4, that's the best fluid you can get. But if you can't get it, Mopar themselves said the best fluid to use in these transmissions, if you can't get theirs, is the Valvoline ATF plus 4. Valvoline ATF, not any ATF plus 4, but the Valvoline ATF plus 4. I will leave a link below for that as well, because it was a little hard for me anyway to get the Valvoline ATF plus 4. So I'll leave a link just in case you guys are having trouble finding it. And that's it. This is a very labor intensive job. The part doesn't cost that much. This is a labor-intensive job. You guys have to have patience. Do not try to rush through this job. There are 2 accumulators that will fall out right there. See them on the floor right there? It's springs. As soon as you remove this thing, those are going to fall out. But I'll explain that in the next segment. That's it. So that's it. I'm not going to drag out this intro like I said. So yes, that's what we're doing today. We are replacing the Shift Solenoid pack. So on that note, YouTube, let's get to work. Alright, YouTube, so we've run into a little bit of a problem. See, this is the shift solenoid that we're actually trying to change. But before I can lower down the valve body, there's a harness on top of this. There's a plug on top of it. So I have to unplug that before I'll be able to take out these bolts and lower it down. Problem is, if you guys can see right here, I can't fit in this space to get my hand up in there and then turned so I can unplug it. Now I'm pretty sure it's going to have one of those stupid red safety tags on it. So it's not just a matter of just feeling I got to work that thing out. So I need a little bit more working space. Now, here's the thing. The only way I can see to gain that space is by removing the catalytic converter. Now, if you guys see these bolts right here, these things are rusty. So I know as soon as I turn them, most likely they're going to snap. So I'm going to have to make a quick run to go get some new bolts. But on this side, there's a collar. I don't know if you guys can see it. Also, there's two oxygen sensors. There's one here. There's one over there that I'm going to have to try to get. You see? See where the harness for this is? Up in there too. You see? You see this? I swear. So anyway, my hand is too big to get in here. So I'm getting ready to remove this, and hopefully that will give me enough access to get in there to take that harness loose. Then we can take out these 10 bolts and lower it down. I think that's the last thing that I have to do before I can lower down the valve body. Alright, YouTube, so on that note, let's get back to work.